is not only for one person. Security is for all of us. I call upon the community. I call upon the people who are listening. Please let us all be concerned about insecurity. It is insecurity which is one of the principles of development in the world that is actually trying to hinder development in Karamoja. The second problem that has been brought out by the youth, I am very happy with you, the youth, is the wildlife problem. The issue of wildlife has become a very serious issue. It is a very serious issue in Karamoja, particularly in Karenga district, Kabong, and Kotido. How is government trying to address these problems? Government is trying to address the problems of wild animals by recruiting the rangers. These are purely the people, some of us call them game rangers. They are purely responsible for ensuring these animals don't move out of the game park. The other thing that government is trying to do now is they are trying to construct dams, because one of the problems that gives the animals to move out is lack of water. The other thing that government has done, which is very technical now, is they are introducing electronics that have been put into the bodies of the animals, so that when they are moving, they are traced. Right now, we have the animals like these elephants. There's one elephant that has been identified and is already in Ethiopia. So we are tracing it. So these electronics are methods that we can control the movement of animals. So members don't think that government is sleeping. Government is trying to do what it can to ensure that her people are protected, the property is protected. The other thing that the government has done, government has also recruited our own boys, our own girls, the youth that are called the scouts. They have been supported by giving them or providing them with the transport, motorcycles, moderator, you can imagine. That's what the government is trying to ensure, that these youth access the gardens. As they are trying to talk about non-accessibility, we are trying to say no, they should access the what? The gardens. The other thing that the government is doing now is we have brought what we call alternative methods of livelihood. And I think this is where we need now to listen very carefully. That's why His Excellency Yoweri Kaguta Museveni is talking about let us go to the garden and produce high quality crops. And some of the alternative life that we are introducing in Karamoja is, one, instead of us talking about accessibility of land, we need a smaller land. One of them is fish farming. You, my youth, you know what the government is doing in Lobalangit. You remember the other day when I launched it? Fish farming is one of them. The other one is apiary. That is the keeping of bees. Apiary can act twice. One, these elephants that come and destroy our gardens. If you put the beehives around the garden, the elephants will never come there because they fear the sound of the bees. The other thing that the government is encouraging us to do is let us grow tomatoes. Tomatoes have got a ready market, and you need only smaller land, high quality crops. Let us go for onions. Let us go for soya beans. Let us finally go for, on the other side of animals, let us go for poultry. In poultry, you need only a small room like ours, this one. You put here poultry, and then your work is only to make sure that you feed them properly. Every morning, if you feed these birds very well, they can produce 2 eggs in a day. One in the morning and one in the evening. Your work is to go and collect, take it to the market. People are making chapati every evening here. Ready market. High quality projects. The other thing is piggery if you are not a Muslim. For Muslims, I'm very sorry. I cannot, because it can jeopardize and feel that you are affected. So if you cannot do poultry, if you cannot do piggery, do poultry. Above all, that's what the government is encouraging people to do. High quality crops. However, there is an information here that has come seriously. That one of the officers, one of my youth here are coming. Non-accessibility to the market because of a poor road network. Government is trying what it can, because you see government is addressing these issues one by one. Just as I told you, in any country, if it has got to develop, they must address the 6 problems, the 6 principles of development, of which number 1 is security, number 2 is education, number 3 is agriculture, number 4 is health, number 5 is infrastructure, and then number 6, you have to look for market for your people in case of excess production of crops. So that's why government is first of all addressing the issue of security. It is moving to address the issue of education. And you know, educated community is easy to manage compared to a non-educated community. On the other hand, when you educate people, they are able to develop their skills, which Mukobadi now is trying to do. Mukobadi, I must thank you once again. It was like, for instance, Mukobadi is actually talking about mindset, which is also a component in the Paris Development Model. You see, Mukobadi, I think you are in the right direction. Sure. So in a Paris model, that's one of the components that is contained in a Paris Development Model. And then finally, I think, because we are short in time, I would like actually to... There is the other thing that I would wish I should not forget. One of the youth is talking about charcoal. Members, my people, the listeners down there, Lua Mamai, Lua Moror, Arengo Chini Kuza, Kota Lima is no abate, Ale Masai Chua Totol. Neselo sete kwa nijula ineti kuamina ikuto na ikuamin. Yijula ina ikuto na ikuamin, ema me unosi dogon, ema me utu dogon, itoki oni. I say all this for God and mine.
All right. Alakala na yana kile kapol